for? Okay. I'm not drunk. I am Donald Trump's worst nightmare. I am Muslim. I bleed from wherever, and I'm disabled. I have cerebral palsy, so I shake all the time. Okay, we good? Let's move on. For those of you who do know me, I usually look like the Lost Kardashian. Tonight I'm a hot mess because officially on November 9th, I stopped giving fucks. Like, I'm one of those people that has lived in a dictatorship. By round of applause, who else has ever lived under a dictator? Not like under like Melania, but like, No, I'm better than this. I promise that with a sexual predator elect in the White House having coffee clutches with the KKK, that I wasn't gonna ever contribute to the hate, so I refuse to slut shame Melania. So instead of calling her mail order Melania, I just call her Bride of Chucky. But my round of applause, how many of you guys, you can use it, you can totally use it. You never can see her because she doesn't even want to be floated. She's like, my word, this is my bund. We'll get to that later. But by round of applause, who's ever lived in a dictatorship? Clap for me. So you guys are from Jersey? Okay, so we're going to talk about all things orange asshole. But one of the things I did like, broken clocks right twice a day. Trump did something I did like, which is, he was like, you know that cartoon of Charlie Brown and Lucy pulls the football out from Charlie Brown? That was Trump and Christie. Because it was Charlie Brown. He was like, I bought you McDonald's. Why am I on my ass? But I'm a Muslim. Any Muslims in the house? I don't know if this is haram, but I came up with 99 names for Trump. Let me give you a little smattering of them right now. I'll start easy and go a little harder. I like to call him Predator Elect, but I spell elect E-L-E-K-K-K-T. He's a rotted yam stuffed in a jack-o'-lantern. I like to also, the obvious ones like Angry Orange, but he's also the orange Kool-Aid pitcher. Spray tan gone bad. Jabba the Trump. That's one of Jabba the Trump. But my favorite one by far is Marmalade Hairball. But I gotta be honest, that one's not mine. That's Samantha Bee. And again, I don't want to be Melania, so I'll admit to it. Bond. So the night of the election, I was live on the radio with Dean, and at like 10:30, I was like, "Screw you guys, I'm going home." And I couldn't believe what was happening, right? Because like I'm the Arab that tried to convince people that America didn't suck for like decades. I was like, yes. I know they slaughtered 1 million civilians in Iraq, and it was all about lies, but we have ramps for the disabled. And then all of a sudden, Donald Trump won, and I was like, we suck. And I'm not moving because he's going to kill a lot more of you than us, And no, it's okay. The woman who threaded my eyebrows said that I was losing patches of my eyebrows from my Trump-pression, which is like, that's when you realize that your best friend since you were 5 years old voted for Trump. So yes, this is what happened. For those of you who don't know, I've had the same best friend since I was 5 years old, and I always brag about them, and I say, they never bullied me, they never made fun of me on Christmas Eve. They would take me to church and show me off and say, she's, from where Jesus is from, and I'd be like, I'm from New Jersey. And my friends always made me the designated driver because, they had trust in my palsy. And what it was? It was like we all turned 21 and Muslims don't drink, or at least they don't admit to it on social media. Maysoon's the perfect designated driver, and it was a bad idea. Because every time the police ever pulled me over, they'd be like, are you drunk? And I'd be like, I am not drunk, I am differently able. And they would look at my best friend Tina, and she'd be slumped in the front seat with like vomit on her hand. And they'd be like, is she drunk? And Tina would be like, no, she's a Mohammedan. Like, what are you talking about? You're walking, okay, you're crawling up. I'll tie you the car, it's gonna be fine. So before the election, none of my friends ever came out, of the dark Trump closet, that like Sith Lord shit that happened to all of us. And then the day after the election, they were like, oh, hell Trump, and I was like, oh. So I sent a mass email to all of my best friends since I was 5 years old. I said, anyone who has voted for Trump is no longer my friend. And my best friend Tina called me up crying. And she was like crying like someone stabbed her baby. And Tina's pretty clumsy, so I was like, did you stab the baby? So she goes, Mimi, because they're American, they never bothered to learn my name. So she goes, you can't not be my friend. I just loved him on The Apprentice. Didn't you love The Apprentice? And I was like, hold me back, I'm about to spaz. But then I had to forgive her. And then I did. I had to forgive her because anyone who knows my comedy knows I've been talking about Tina for 20 years and she's actually that fucking stupid. I always thought that she was special, and not like short bus special, but like special. And apparently there's 60 million more of her. And now I've become a Trumpist. Do you know what a Trumpist is? It's when you go out and you see white people and you think they're Trump voters. You're like sitting in a diner and you look at them and you're like, I think those people voted for I'll be walking down the street and I'll see the way, I'll be walking down the street and I'll be like, those people are totally Trumpists because of the way they look and the fact that they're also yelling, go back to your country, retard terrorists! I'm like, I live in New Jersey. So, Obamacare. There's this awesome thing that is going on the internet. I live on Twitter. I just live there, and every time he knocks on my door, it's like the Jehovah's Witnesses I hide. I'm like, Trump has tweeted. I love Jehovah's Witnesses, but not when they knock on my door because then I have to hide stuff. I'm Arab. It's not weird. But it's one of the funniest things that's happening is there's a website called AreYouSorryYet.com, and it's Trump voters who now regret their vote. And the most popular tweet from them is, I don't have Obamacare, I have ACA. So yes, this is true. So I'm going to play a little game with you guys. At 1:30 in the morning on Thursday night, the U.S. Senate voted to not only kill Obamacare, but also kill 36,000 Americans and uninsure 20 million of us. It's really going to be funny in 5 minutes. Just give me a second. It gets good quick, right? So we're on, and they're all like, yay, no more Obamacare. And then the next tweet is like, I'm a veteran, I'll die without Obamacare, don't take it away from me, I love it. And what we found out was none of them knew that it was ACA. And all I could do was go, I'm like, you're gonna die, motherfucker! There you are! Oh, shit! I'm gonna die too! Why can't it just be you? Oh, God. I know. Don't we all wish that, like, the policies could only apply to his voters? Yes. Oh, did you get knocked up? Better get someone to kick you down the stairs. That's what we do. It's good. No, they're totally pro-life, just until you are born. And then, here's what I'm really afraid of. I'm genuinely afraid that Trump is going to nuke Canada. And he's not going to realize that the fallout is going to take us out too, right? And I think the motivation is Justin Trudeau is a 10. And Jabba the Trump is like a negative 666. I have a dream. It's Martin Luther King Day weekend, so I have a dream. And it's a recurring dream. It's a recurring dream because remember, like, I'm Palestinian, so I'm required by law to say that I am nonviolent and I condemn the killing of civilians by anyone at any time. Is that registered before this joke? Thank you. I will not do well in a camp. I'm the lost Kardashian, I need my lip gloss. I'm not shallow, I'm Arab. It's so hard not to slut shame when you're Arab. It's like in our blood. By round of applause, who speaks Arabic? Those of you who don't, bear with me a second. How many words do we have for sharmuta? I could go all night. No, I'm not one of them. Anyway. Where are my married people? Where are my single people? Married people. Single people. Divorced. Always the happiest people in the room. I got my time and I got out. So I got married when I was 33. It was my Jesus year and I had to either get married or crucified. I know. I see that look on some of your faces. You're like, the disabled chick got married. How much you want to bet he's legless? Yeah, it's true. You know you're asking yourself. I just want you guys to know, like, there's this myth that disabled people are like happy snowflake angel babies, and we're not. We're fucking evil. We're bitter. Right? So like, I was at the mall today. No, not today because there's blue codes in Bergen County, even though we're secular or whatever. I was yesterday. I was at the mall. What? No, just ask me. I'll tell
Chilling.
you. I'm chilling like Bob Dylan. You know who that is. Okay. Anyway, I'm at the mall, right? You're gonna like this. And I have a handicap tag. God bless. You know, because I'm suffering. So I cut off this woman with no arms for a handicap space. And I guess she was driving with her feet. And I slipped into the parking space, I got out, and I like, look what else I can do with my arms! And I just want to say, I would never, ever, ever in my life do that before Trump. Like, he really brings out, he brings out the worst things. He brings me back to me having a dream. And my dream is that on the inauguration, God, I'm not going to say Allah. I know you guys want me to say Allah, so this will be a teachable moment. Allah just means God in Arabic. Dio is a great band. Allah means God, whatever. And so, anyway, my dream is that the second that his tiny Clementine hand lands on that Bible, oddly held by Ivanka, because we're not quite sure who he's married to. And imagine when his Clementine hand hits that Bible, that a tornado will sweep him up and impale him on the Washington Monument. Then we'll have his anti-LGBTQ minion Dick Cheney light. I'm like, you have his heart, don't you? You ate it, didn't you? That's definitely. Okay, so anyway, I got married at 33, and what I didn't realize was that after you get married, people get very concerned with your uterus. So after I got married, every single person who saw me would ask me the same thing. Are you pregnant? Is there a bandel in your oven? And what really annoyed me was that I have a belly that looks like I'm permanently 5 months pregnant. And so I would be out in public and random people would like put their hand on my stomach. And there was this one woman, she puts her hand on my stomach and she goes, "Oh my God, when are you due? You look like you're about to pop." And I'm like, I am about to pop. I'm about to pop you in the face, you bitch. And here is my final message to you. Since we do have a sexual predator in chief, please stop using the word bitch. It's misogynistic, it's violent, it's never funny, we don't need to play into it, and I understand. It's hard to stop using a word you love like bitch. So what I've done, my friends, my fellow Americans, those of you who didn't vote for Trump, because the Trumpsies can just die for all I care. I'm not going to tell you them taking your ACA will. Obamacare. Hope you don't have a peanut allergy. So, my replacement word is popple, spelled P-O-P-P-L-E. By round of applause, who knows what a popple is? Nice. You're old. You're old. We're good. We probably won't even live to see his second term. It's okay. Tornado, tornado, tornado. So for those of you who don't know what a popple is, it's a toy from the 1990s that had the ability to stick its head in its ass and become a bull. And it's a word for bitch because, like, here, let me use it in a sentence. Why are you being such a popple? They're like, I don't know. I don't know. Or like my favorite one is, bow down, popple, bow down, popple. And what you're saying is, stick your head in your ass and roll out of here, you Trump voter. January 20th, put your TV station on Cartoon Network. Turning off your TV is not what we need. Turn on your TV, put it on Cartoon Network. You'll have fun. He won't get the ratings. It will make him implode if the tornado hasn't already taken him. My name is Maysoon. Next year in Jerusalem, inshallah.